Hello. Our devotion today comes from John chapter 19, verse 25. And it's a scene from the crucifixion where Jesus is hanging upon the cross and the soldiers were mocking him, and they're also dividing his garments among themselves, gambling for them. John chapter 19 takes up with this. Therefore the soldiers did these things, but there were standing by the cross of Jesus his mother and his mother's sister, Mary the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus therefore saw his mother and the disciple with whom he loved standing nearby, he said to his mother, "Woman, behold your son." And then he said to the disciple, "Behold your mother." And from that hour the disciple took her into his own household. Here you see one of Jesus' final sayings from the cross, and he instructs John essentially to take care of Mary, his mother. And then he instructs Mary to always be connected to John as if he were her son. Back in biblical times, widows were destitute, they were poor because they did not have a husband to take care of them. In addition, if the woman did not have any children to take care of her, she was even poorer still. Mary had other children besides Jesus, but none until she had Jesus. And what we find here in the Scriptures is that Jesus is entrusting John to Mary and Mary to John. And we know from history that John did take care of Mary, the mother of the Lord, from then on. Mary moved to Ephesus when John became the pastor of that church. We're not sure where Mary was when John was being exiled to the island of Patmos and suffered for the sake of the gospel. But we do know that Mary died in Ephesus. And we do know that John lived to an old age and was the only disciple that died of natural causes. So the reason I bring this up is that here is an instruction of how Christians ought to take care of one another. Jesus said, "All men will know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another." And the type of love that we're to have toward fellow believers is a self-giving, self-sacrificing love, what the Bible uses the Greek term agape for. We can use Jesus' concern for Mary and for John as a model. That's why the church is to take care of its members. That's why we are to serve one another in the name and the love of the Lord. We're going to be preaching on this weekend, and I hope that you're able to come and be a part of our worship services at either 9 a.m. or 10:45. And I hope that you'll come away with a deeper understanding of what Christian love is all about. May the Lord bless you, and may you be encouraged.